Brian, I made a monumental mistake. Can you forgive me? I forgot to introduce our wonderful static tonight, Mr. V, who partakes in this wonderful tournament that we are privileged to cast.
Wow, that's pretty grievous, but I think we'll have to let it go this time.
I'm in a great mood. What can I say? Death Prophet no longer allowed. OD no longer allowed. Understandable.
Makes sense.
Understandable. One game's enough. I've seen enough of them in pubs and professional games that I'm okay with not saying them. Also the same with the bear guy. The bearded bear guy, Lone Druid. He's made a resurgence, Brian. Why is that?
Well, I think that the change that they've made to him, giving him Savage Roar, is a really big deal. Mostly because it gives him some form of CC. Before he really just prayed for entangles, and sometimes RNGs is very generous, and sometimes RNGs is very stringent. So giving him a more reliable form of CC, even if it's not ideally what you'd want, it's still very powerful. It gives him an escape tool. It gives him an ability to split a team in half and focus on just one half of the team.
It's very disruptive, for sure.
It's very good. So I think that's a big reason why he's being played a little bit more frequently.
5 seconds.
Well said, sir. Well said. Not to mention that, you know, just as for scaling purposes, it's just amazing. I mean, and the hero really, other than that, it really hasn't changed all that much. I mean,
they gave him an Oggs, but it hasn't really been an optimal pick until late in the game, or if you're paired with an alchemist and he buys it for you. It's one of those things that's nice to have, but you could have so many other options.
You want to have, you know, one of the auras, the Vlads, the AC, something of that nature, or the damage item, or like a Mjolnir, like we said.
Something with attack speed and a Radiance.
There's so many more gold-intensive items that are prioritized over the mighty scepter. So not something, and we got the privilege to see it once. So I think that might be the only time we'll get to see it. So relive it.
Well.
It's on YouTube. Check it out. Sweet, man. Awesome.
Don't let your dreams be dreams, man. We could see it this game. Speaking of seeing things we've seen before, Invoker picked up. He's been very contested ever since the change to Invoke being free at level 1. So not surprised to see him after he squirts through the phase. And oh, hello. Lena comes out. So Invoker squirts through the first ban phase, so obviously he's going to be picked up. But we're seeing the Sisters and an Omni Knight, so this is going to be a mid-Lena up against
That's a
Invoker.
sitcom right there. That's right, the Dota Sisters and the Omni Sandwich. I don't know. I think that's like a Three's Company Dota version waiting to happen. Somebody follow up on that.
10 seconds to go.
Oh yeah, that would be. I'd watch that.
5 seconds.
Lena's the sassy ginger. Omni's like the reserved roommate. Moves in after the Sisters. I can see it. I can see it. Now is this potentially a core Omni, or is this the safe lane support that we're so accustomed to seeing? Because
I'm expecting the safe lane support.
I mean, I bashed so much on the offlane Omni, and it blew my expectations out of the water.
Yeah, I think this is going to be safe lane support. It was picked in response to the Invoker, so it's not like a niche pick. Like the previous time we saw it, it was a niche pick. It was picked after we had seen some other picks, and they picked it specifically against the weakness of the tri-lane that we were watching. There was a very low damage tri-lane, featured Spectre, so not a lot of kill potential, and the Omni Knight was able to run wild. Since they hadn't seen any of the tri-lane by the time they picked the Omni Knight, I'm expecting this is intended to be a support. Not common to see him flexed into the offlane like that, so I'm expecting it's just support Omni, and the last 2 picks are going to be their solo offlane and their hard carry.
No, I mean we could see him squirt through, right, Brian? I mean it's never. We've been proven wrong. It happens from time to time. So you found a trigger word for me.
You know that I think it's very cute when they squirt through.
This is a complete meme cast now. All right, so our boy Fuzzy Wuzzy. I don't think have we casted a game in AD2L with him? I don't recall.
We have.
I know
We had
maybe
one. It went south. It went south very quickly. It was one of the.
Yeah.
It was one of the few games that we've seen that was a complete run over, and the Ursa
10 seconds to
did
go.
not fare well, as I recall.
Yeah. It's I don't know. He's just such a powerful hero because so many people don't really know how to play against him. It's like, you know, it's
Oh, yeah.
when you first see the Abby ulti, it's like, oh, he's almost dead. Let's keep hitting him. Well, now he's full health. Well, you know, when you see that ult
Yeah.
pop, don't blow, you know, all your big guns on him. Don't use your stun strike, or if Lino's on the team, don't use your Laguna blade. You're just squandering it. But yeah, it's. Well, and now with the Omni Knight there to give him essentially a free BKB. I mean,
Go something really aggressive.
yeah. Mask of Madness Ursa. Do it.
Yeah, it's been done.
Yeah.
Or we
it's
could even
pretty
home of the
viable. I mean,
Dominator.
you have to be pretty
variants.
far ahead and have to, I mean, at least in terms of levels and decently informed. But yeah, it's definitely doable.
Yeah. We could see the Morbid Mask into Blink into S and Y build, because the Omni Knight and the CM give him so many options in terms of defensive stuff.
Yeah. This is
Just really greedy Ursa builds available, especially against a lone Druid and what might be a Quaswex Invoker. They don't have a lot of raw burst damage, so the Ursa can afford to forego some of the armor because he's going to be focused up against a lot of magic damage that, in theory, the Omni Knight will be blocking out.
10 seconds
Do you think-
to go.
well, how do you feel about Quaswex Invoker this game?
Radiant's
You think it's
bane.
necessary?
I think it's an option. We would have to see the last pick before I'm going to say necessary.
Yeah.
It's very strong against Lina and Crystal Maiden because they're low mobility characters. Very, very strong against Ursa because he has a small mana pool, and Omni Knight for the same kind of reason. And just in general, it gives you a lot of utility. But I'm looking at this team, I'm not seeing a lot of damage yet. I'm seeing Tree, I'm seeing Rubik, I'm seeing Lone Druid, and those are characters that provide things other than raw damage, right? Lone Druid provides a lot of zoning with his Radiance, and a lot of tower pushing with his abilities. Rubik is a lot of CC and utility. Tree is a lot of CC, utility, a little bit of healing. So we might see the Exort Invoker just because so much of the team currently lacks a lot of direct damage.
I don't know. I just wanted to see Treehead Weiner mash pick up Treehead. Like I think that's the biggest thing I'm taking out of this draft. Clearly, you're thinking about it a lot more than I am. I'm just kidding. I don't honestly. There's so many people that are on the anti-tree bandwagon, but
10 seconds to
I don't
go.
know.
Really?
I honestly,
Oh,
I think especially,
5 seconds.
I mean, ever since the scepter change, I mean, it's
Radiant's
obviously it's not somewhere you get anywhere fast. It's like Rubik getting a scepter of his own in a blink. Like it takes a little bit of time to get there as a support. But I mean, that vision, not to mention that it reverts back to his Dota 1 ultimate where the Tangle actually does damage. I don't know. I think he's very versatile too. I mean, because you can go like really
Yeah,
aggressive, like with
really-
PPD, and get
yeah.
Leech Seed level 1 and boots, and just start
10
beating the shit
seconds
out of
to
people
go.
right in the beginning of the game. I mean,
Right. Yeah, that's what I loved about. Oh, that's a pick. So this might be a
It's a
core
duel.
Omni Knight. You might get your wish.
my wish. Oh my gosh. Okay,
Oh no.
we have entered the meme verse. I thought this hero was like removed from the game. I was like significantly more happy this last half year because of just the
Oh
drop
man.
off. But I
Hey,
mean,
Yeah. Oh,
It's a
well, there
change of
goes the crash.
pace.
But I am not a fan of techies. I'm not gonna lie. He was easily my least favorite hero to play with and to play against. Having him on your team, it often feels like a 4v5, as techies is rarely participating. And having him on the opposing team just feels like you randomly die to invisible things time and time again.
well, and if you
Um,
think about it, I mean, they have 3 range heroes. They have the CM, Lina, and Lich
10
who
seconds
can
to
take
go.
out the mines, but that's not ideal. Like, you don't want to have those squishy, very
5
vulnerable
seconds.
heroes in there taking out the mines, even with vision, you know? So it's definitely not ideal.
Yeah.
So I think,
Well, one thing that made me appreciate it more is that Team Secret ran a techies in a very impactful style. They ran it as sort of an area control thing where they didn't mind if the opposing team knew where the mines were. They set up the mines to control the opposing team's jungle. And so by doing that, they limited the farm opportunities of the opposing carry. And in that way, they gained a gold advantage, choked out the enemy team, and came away with a really powerful lead, even though Techies wasn't directly getting kills time and time again. He didn't have to get the kills. He just had to exist. And I think that was really cool to see.
Yeah. Very first Techies pick in AD2L, Brian.
Still not the first time Techies has been picked in a ticketed AD2L match, because I don't believe this is ticketed. I think we're currently off the ticket.
Don't rate in his parade. This one might be. I didn't pay attention.
The last one wasn't.
Yeah.
But in either case, Techies not a common pick, and a very difficult pick to get a lot of success out of. So we'll see how it pans out.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. He's going with the he's mining Roshan
mines to
first.
stop Ursa.
Yeah, I get it, but it's just a level 1 mine since they were nerfed. It's just so bad.
And they're off.
And I agree with you. The mine games of the Techies, I think, is enough for a lot of teams, but missing the right clicks, actually get a really crucial D-ward. I think they saw him put it up there. Yeah, so they're just gonna switch it up. So Lone Druid would actually be in what is typically the safe lane here. And is this what's going on mid here?
I think Rubik's just passing by.
Just saying, hey, what's up, pal?
So this D ward is actually really crucial because they got to count the number of mines that were placed on the rune spot, which means that Techies was not stacking mines on that particular spot. So where was he stacking mines? They might actually be able to deduce that Roshan has been mined up.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So that was the PPD tree. I pinged out the boots because I had a feeling he would go. I didn't actually think he'd go all the way. And yeah, he just leech seed level 1 and just goes and just beats the crap. I mean, yeah, 85 damage at level 1. Yeah, it's...
Oh yeah, they used to run it with Witch Doctor as a second support. That was so cool. Definitely one of my favorite support duos because like looking at those two characters, you don't expect that kind of offensive potential out of them. But then when they're paired together, you realize, oh, that's actually a lot of right click, and it's impossible to kill them, so they can go in boldly and not be worried.
So he's just gonna suicide here. He was very worried that Trilane was not going as intended, and he was a little low on mana, and they caught him in a weak spot. And actually, oh my gosh, beautiful Sunstrike
Good
here.
Sunstrike. Tree's very weak. Well, he's gonna get out. The supports are not gonna chase.
Yeah. Well, and they know that he's still level 1, so he has the leech, so they know there's no armor there available, so... And Techies was only... He actually just hit level 2 before that all went down, so he's able to get the suicide off, so... Get some damage here and soaks up some mana. But yeah, I don't know.
We're having some whole games up top, too. Lich and Rubik battling for jungle creeps.
I don't think Lich is gonna win that one.
Actually, he came out a little bit ahead there. He picked up the large creep and he got a couple CS.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice he was solo off lane. Serious, okay. Interesting. Looks like the Treant's ready to go again. Probably hoping for a better rune there from the Invoker, but they know he's
the
there.
Invoker
they know
is
he's
not
there.
going for a bottle, which is strange for the Quas. Oh yeah, for the Quaswex build, he has not picked up a bottle.
Ooh, Lich had to burn a lot of regen there, so he's actually gonna be all right for a little bit longer, but I think he needs boots if he's gonna stay alive. Yep, and he gets him right away. I honestly, you obviously play a ton more Invoker than I've even thought about playing, but I don't know. I just haven't seen the bottle be that prevalent, regardless of the build.
It's very popular on Quaswex because Quaswex is a roaming style. So you're going to be moving around the map more. You're going to be in a position to use the runes more, to use the runes aggressively more. And so for a Quaswex Invoker, a bottle is very standard. For the Exort build, you're going to be more focused on farming and controlling your own lane. So it's not as prevalent since you want to spend more time in lane. Actually, Midas is popular with that.
He's not able to deny himself to the Ancients. Lina swings
Very
by
close.
and is able to get a huge Dragon Slave off the last second. Yeah, they didn't really have the control that they were looking for. The Treant roamed around, but I mean, like you said, you know, fool me once, you know. They pinged him
Well,
out, and
the
he was just
Ursa
kind of caught.
is in suicide range, and he's in suicide range and does not have a lot of regen. So Techies has it available. If this Ursa gets a little bit too aggressive on the farm, we could see a solo kill.
Yeah, this is a very aggressive Treant Protector. And actually, it
Yeah,
looks like he
picked up
might
the
go mid
overvenom.
one more time now that being dark and a little bit less vision, and the Rubik being there as well to have that initial lift just to make sure. So this will be a very, very easy kill.
Now that's very dead.
Yep. So he's got no mana to speak of. They wouldn't even need the tree, but tree's gonna be here for backup anyway. Omni Knight TP's in, 2 minutes too late. There's not a damn thing he can do, unfortunately. Offlane techies, though. We need to talk more about this. This seems like something that merits conversation.
I've seen it before in pubs. I've never seen it in competitive.
Yeah.
He actually, with roaming supports like that, he actually has a lot of. Oh, he misplayed that. He had a mine he could have put down. Actually, I don't know how his mana situation was. Well, that's the mine he could have put down.
Oh, your misplay is my opportunity, sir.
But if Techies had been able to get the mine down before the suicide, that would have been an instant kill on the Ursa. As it was, the Ursa made a little bit of an oopsie, and that's one of those moments that just makes me hate Techies, because that's not a common mine spot. There's no way.
Well, and there really was no logical reason for him to go over there. I think he just wanted to get to the side shop like right away. Like there were still creeps in lane that he could have finished farming, and he would have walked right past it. But yeah, it's just an
I think he was going to the secret shop and ran into it on the way there. But that was either a brilliant mine placement by the Techies.
And actually, this Lena's in a lot of trouble. Another entangled. RNGesus has been prayed to, folks. She'll make it out, but just barely by this. Oh my gosh. Barely makes it out. So I don't know. What's the goal of the offlane techies? Obviously, you know, you get levels in your key things. You know, you get your remote mines earlier. I get it, but I mean, what is this just strictly for base defense, or is this more of like an offensive kind of thing? Because now they're just now he's by himself and they're just going on him. Suicide is not up. He can place one more mine. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you look at it and you see Ursa's melee, so you're thinking maybe it forces the supports to stay in lane. Maybe it opens up opportunities for the tree.
Oh my gosh, how is he getting these entangles? Another one, that's 2 dead heroes. Oh my god, both of them got entangled. So unbelievable.
So I don't know when they changed the pseudo random number generation method, but there was a point in time at which the highest percentage for entangle to cast was on the very first attack. So high level lone druid players, in between every attack, would click a move action for their bear, just so every time they attacked they had the first attack to get the highest entangle proc chance. But I believe that's been changed since they moved. He's
definitely been doing that, so that makes sense.
I believe they've changed it though. They've implemented a new random number generation system where the chance to get a proc increases with every attack. So the lowest chance is actually on the first.
It's the same as the LC and the Axe passive.
I believe that's how it works right now.
Okay. Well, it didn't look like it there. It looked like the old version was still. Look at this, another entangle. Look at this shit. It's unbelievable.
It's just off the hook.
I mean, just imagine playing up against this. A bear that cannot die. When it does die, look at this. Guarantee. Watch. Look at this. Look, are you kidding me? Another entangle. Lich pops his ultimate in hopes of maybe some CS, and he'll get it. But it's unbelievable.
Wow. After the way the first game went,
I mean, that's
definitely some mind games going on.
I mean, now like you have the Techies Minds game, you have the bear in there. Even they're going to
Tree is in trouble. Or not Tree. Yes, Tree
is in trouble. He's in a
lot
of trouble. He's see, that's the thing. It's like I like the. I think Nanaue's all about mind games at this point. They have the Techies Minds, who is about to die again, actually. Ursa with the L to make sure the suicide does almost nothing. But I mean, you have the RNGs, you have the tree roaming around. Scary, man. I think Ursa's gonna be ready for Roshan pretty soon here too. Actually,
Yeah,
Tree,
we'll see what
Tree
build he
actually
does.
might be dead as well here.
Tree is in trouble again. They're
Yeah.
getting a little bit too aggressive with this. They came out with a really big lead, and now they're just feeding Ursa kills.
Yeah, that's 3 in the last minute.
He's
and a
getting
half.
huge.
Yeah.
So we'll see what build he goes with the Red Mask, of course, being core, but he could pick up something very different than a Vlad's.
The Lich is just so scared at this point. Like honestly, if I were the Lich, I would have put a point in the ice armor already, just to maybe stave the bear off for another second or two.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter if the first hit's always an entangle, right?
It's maybe not that exaggerated, but pretty damn close.
Yeah.
So
Well.
he's already spent. Okay, so he goes to the Midas. So he has very, very, very good CS, the top of the boards here, and he's just gonna capitalize on that. Ensure his progress into the late game here.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Looks like they want to make one more move on this Lich here, but I think they're gonna wait. Yeah, they're gonna wait for Tree to one more time. He's got phase boots, Brian. Here we go.
Makes sense.
They're roaming in now. Let's see if we get. Watch the entangle. Wait for it. Oh, he's too quick now. Nope. Okay.
Ooh, didn't get it that time.
Oh my!
Oh,
God,
got
see
it that
if
time.
he gets
There
it
we go.
on the
There we
on
go. Second bounce counts. Just the way I play tennis.
Jeez. Actually, they might get the bear here. No, Rubik's gonna make sure. That's not possible. So just really no recourse. And actually, the Lena moves in and finishes off Treehead. And the creeps help get a little Hadouken off and make sure Rubik goes down too. So some vengeance here for Treehead.
Is Invoker not taking that bounty rune? He's walked past it. Okay, there we go. He walked past it twice.
All right, he's going for Orchid first.
Crosswex.
Are you okay with
Yeah.
that?
Yes, for Crosswex, I think that's
Brian approved.
one of the few correct build orders. You can obviously always go for Staff or Yules, but I think Orchid is by far the best if you don't go Blink first for Crosswex. Having the additional disable is so clutch.
Yeah, and I really think that with how vulnerable that team is, I mean, if you can literally
Yeah,
use
if
that
you
on any
disable
hero
the
other than the
Omni.
Ursa, you're okay.
If
Yeah,
you
especially
disable
now.
the Omni, they're all super squishy.
He's really the glue that's holding the team together, but he's only one hero. You can only do that to 2 heroes tops. Immunity for one and healing for another. Eventually he'll pop his ultimate, but... Oh my gosh,
Oh,
Rubik
what a bounce.
stole...
What a
Oh my
bounces.
gosh, he stole Chain Frost and actually helps with 2 kills on the back end. He'll go down, but... My gosh. Rubik trying to smoke at the last second, and Invoker a double kill here for Bismarck on the Lena. And she's actually going to go for a Yule, so...
Makes sense. That's really standard Lena play. The Yules, of course, being used to set up the Light Strike array. Free stuns.
Well, I'm really hoping that this Ursa gets going here. I'm assuming the mines, yeah, the mines are still there, but those were level 1 mines, so they're really... Unless he goes in there and, you know, half health, he should be okay.
No breaking down the
Actually, he might be looking to add to that.
Yeah, the tree's been...
3 times.
Well, it's actually surprising that it's been Lena every time, but the tree has been very over-aggressive in the past few minutes.
Yeah, it's even
been
with
a little too
the
big
relative
for his
success
switches.
that it found in the early phase, like it's already kind of fallen off. I mean, they realize, hey, he's
Yeah.
gonna keep doing this. It's not that big of a surprise at this point.
Almost level 6, so he's definitely spent the first 12 minutes, which is kind of the period at which your 5-spot does not expect to get a lot of BXP or farm, very effectively. He's made pressure around the map, he's found space for his cores, and his team is ahead right now, partially because of the space that he's created. So he can afford to sit back now that it's kind of calmed down, now that he sees, this isn't working, and he can pick up his level 6, and then he can be effective again. So not much downtime for Tree here.
I'm honestly really surprised that Ursa has not even bothered to even look at Roshan yet. I think he's looking to finish the blink. I mean, he's getting uncontested free farm, so. But now Techie's is adding to the fun here. Uh-oh.
Guess what's happening to
Lena got blown up. It's
Well,
gonna go to
Techie's,
Rubik.
yeah, more mines. Ursa's going to have a tough time walking into that. And the Ursa has not finished his Vlads, so I don't think he's going Glads. I think you're correct with the
Yeah,
blink.
it's definitely a blink.
The question is what he goes for after that. If he finishes the Vlads after that, which we have seen a few times, or if he goes for a more aggressive, a late game build as opposed to the early game kind of build. So like picking up an additional item, maybe an S&Y, maybe a Basher, or finishes the Helm of the Dominator before going in that path.
Yeah, there's a lot of options, and I mean, and like we talked about, like he can afford to be fairly aggressive. I mean, as long as the Omni Knights, you know, keeping it relatively close to him, he should be up. And there's the blink, so he should be fairly safe. So he can go for a slightly greedier build if necessary. I still think eventually he'll need a BKB of his own because Lena's gonna have to be become a lot more involved in these fights, and see him actually in a real big pickle. One more hit's gonna take her out. Double D on the Rubik, just smacking away. But yeah, he's gonna die. He did what he could. It was a good run. Lena, pick up another kill. So this is something, I mean, she's 6-4, so she's died plenty of times, but I mean, also pick up quite a bit
She's
of gold.
getting going.
Yeah, and I think they need that too. The Ursa can't be the only one carrying the backpack. There's got to be someone else putting the team on their back, at least for a little bit. But I definitely would like to see Ursa get a little more involved here, because he's still very, very strong. 63 CS already. Especially when they were fighting a lot too.
Oh yeah. He's just finished his blink, so he should start getting around.
See, there you go. So that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, there we go. Having that extra CC on command is really, really a big deal, and that's what pushed him over the edge.
Yeah, and well, the thing is, it's like at first, like you just look at it, it's like this is not a big deal. Like big deal, you can re-engage. Not really. That bear is fast as shit. Like once your opportunity is gone. There we go. Nice setup by the Invoker here. Treehead pops his ultimate there, and they're just gonna turn it. Sim's gonna pop her ult, just kind of zoning them away, and actually, Lena, one more hit. Nope, Ursa time, baby. He's in. He's got 4 kills. He's on a dominating streak. He's gonna wait for the phase boots, and actually, a shadow amulet picked up by Rubik saves his life. So they're just gonna go 1 for 1. A support for the Omnis. This is definitely a trade that
Surprised that worked.
Weiner match.
Both teams have been really good about picking up sentries, so I'm really surprised that worked.
Ursa has all of this farm momentum without even touching Roche.
That's cute, yeah. The average professional time is about 13:30, so very well done at this level of play. Especially how the offlane went early on.
Yeah.
He died in the early phases of the game, so being able to recover from that fast death and get right back on track, that's a big deal.
Techie's blowing himself up here somewhere. He goes in mid, so it looks like they were trying to get aggressive, but I mean, this tower is so low. I don't know. I don't think they stick around for it though. At this point, I think that Ursa has to know that there's mines there. It's just not bothering. You think that's? I mean, that takes away a lot from the hero because you can't play as aggressive.
He has a blink though, so he can get into that pit without walking through the front.
Yeah, that's very true as well.
So we'll see if he's waiting for the Vlads.
Uh-oh.
Which is a possibility.
There's a whiffed ultimate there.
That was committed for the courier, and that doesn't hit the courier.
I think he knows that now.
Hey, every game's a learning experience.
I don't.
Right?
I thought he got frightened by the Rubik at first. I was like, it's not your team.
Well, the Ursa is coming up on that point where he could buy a Vlad's.
Yeah, there's a lot of versatility. Okay.
If he's gonna... Oh, okay, there are remote mines on Roche.
Yeah.
So, no longer safe to blink in. But he is on a mega streak, so there's that.
He's okay with that. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I think they gotta get in there. He has. I thought he picked up Dust. I think he bought it for one of the supports. Or does he have it on him? I'm sorry, I'm like.
He has it on him.
Okay, so.
But that's for chasing the Invoker. That's not going to do anything else for. Well, I guess for the Rubik too, since the Rubik has gone.
The Shadow
Blade,
which it got away from him before.
Invisibility as well.
That was a huge surprise, I think, to everyone. But okay, so Relic has picked up on the bear already, so he's coming online just as expected.
Good timing after the Midas. He's been farming very effectively, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Mid-tower,
Ursa scared. Yeah, he's got to get away now. I think there's only 3 remote mines too. I hate that you can't select all the mines together, so you have no idea how many are stacked. without like
Yeah, that would be nice.
agonizingly staring at them. And the mine counter's gone on techies too. Set times.
That hard caster life.
Man.
Radiant's
Look at this
tower
tree.
seen better days.
All right, so he went phase boots, orb of venom, and now he's gonna go right for the scepter. He wants the vision. He wants the mega ult. He's going for it all. And I agree. That item it needs to be. It takes, like I said, it takes a while to get online, but it's so valuable once you do.
Yeah, when the only threat on the opposing team is a Blink Ursa, if you can see him all of the time, you know where he's going to be blinking from, and you can play accordingly.
Yeah, he's a lot
So
less
picking up
scary
that
when you can
ultimate early.
monitor his movements. And now that you know that he'll never be in Roche, that also helps. The fact that the techies pick alone is denied Roche is pretty astounding, actually, to me.
Yeah, I would figure that he would at least pop and rage, run in there and see if there are mines, and then come back in a minute when he has it up again. But he's opted to play the safer route and keep the ultimate available for any random team fights that may occur. And that may be the safer play. It's hard to know, but I'm definitely not going to say it's the wrong play, because that would be just speculation on my part. Okay, the Omni's going to try.
Oh! Oh my god.
Okay, that's one way to do it.
And there's still mines left, too. Well, now we know. Now we know. And actually, now they're going to try to turn on here. The Ursa's all by his lonesome. They get the lift and the ult there from the Treehead, so he'll pop his own ultimate and just take no damage here. But he's not really sure what he needs to do. It's really hard to get a hold of these heroes here. They're going to end up getting the Rubik here, but I mean, Ursa's time is done. He's got no mana. His ultimate's done. Lina, another huge entangle here. The Lich ult just destroying. Oh my gosh. And the Ursa, he's just going to try to finish off even more. He gets another kill. God, that Lich ult was insane though, wasn't it?
He came in on the flank, perfect positioning.
Yep.
With the Rubik down, there's no punishment for throwing that ult out, so great play there. And we're starting to see how the techies pick can be detrimental, because he can't really contribute in that fight. He's busy mining, he's busy doing other things.
And now his entire team is in jeopardy of dying. Yeah, like you said, it's 4v5. Like, yeah, it's, you know, you got the mind games now. They know that they can't Roche. And I'm assuming at some point here, once it's making it a lot harder to take towers, obviously, as well. I mean, he hasn't really spent too much time dedicated for defensive purposes, but hasn't really needed to.
As the game goes on, the focus will shift more to the towers.
Yep.
And he'll be able to set up defenses that will be very difficult to penetrate.
There you go. So Basher, he's going ultra great, ultra lockdown. So just praying that the Omni Knight will be around to keep him upright during these fights.
I like it. The first game went poorly. Got to take some risks in the second game.
I think
See if
they're
you
trying
can
to
come
tell
out ahead on a snowball.
I don't know if they're baiting this tower here or what, but Lone Druid's okay. I was gonna say Lone Druid's gonna take that out. One flick of the claw of that bear, who has Radiance completed, by the way. Not sure if it was finished in the last fight. I was too busy.
Yeah,
I was in awe.
It was.
So what would you like to see
that
next on the bear here? I think they
on the
played-
Ursa or on the
No,
Lone Druid?
the Lone Druid bear.
I would like to see some attack speed. Maybe a Maelstrom.
Maelstrom
I
and
know
Demilder
Armlet's
is kind of
coming,
old
I feel
school. Ursa actually.
Yeah.
Just kind of fronting here, just kind of flexing a little bit. I don't think he really wants to go. His team's getting into a position here.
Normally, I'm a fan of AC, but most of Ursa's damage is
There
not.
you go. He's got his BKB, and he's just gonna run down the real bear. So we got some bear on bear action here, and this is what's gonna be an issue the whole game here.
That's a cute play. So he's saving the Savage Roar to waste Ursa's Enrage.
Yeah, and it's working too. Omni's literally used every spell he has, and a huge heal, but the Rubik in there, oh my gosh. Actually picks up both of those kills, and CM might be dead too.
Oh, what a tornado.
Invoker's just doing so much work here. The CC is invaluable here, and 4 go down, and Lich actually in a lot of danger. Orchid Burn's going to tick him low, but not low enough to kill. Got a Sunstrike.
So that Sunstrike was not intended to kill because the Lich had too much health. That was actually just to spot out if the Lich had juked in a position where the Invoker could run up and punish him and catch him out of position with a Cold Snap. Throwing the Sunstrike at a retreating Lich with half health, not going to kill it. But if you see that he's hiding here, you could corner him. Very smart play.
Well, now the Techie's pick is alright. Because that's the thing, it's like it was all about the approach to the fight. The Lich wasn't able to get that insane ultimate off. The Rubik was able to go in there pretty much uncontested and take whatever he wanted. There's just so much setup. And the way they're cutting the Ursa is just absolutely phenomenal here. And he's actually dead. Yeah, the barrel finished him off. Oh, actually, Rubik gets a kill again somehow. Bear's very close to dying. Lich ult completely gone. And they actually blow everything on the bear, and the bear walks away. He just summons a new one. That's sad.
A little bit of manner coming out here.
Oh, this guy is the leader of the troll front. The backdoor protection. They're just trying to fight through it. They actually get it too. Both getting really low here, and Ami doing everything he can to try to keep his team upright.
Well, so far so good.
Yeah, that's one rack. Actually, they don't finish it. The bear's just so slow now. And there's no resummon. If this bear dies, he's gone. So they have to be very careful. They keep Alacrity down. Actually, Lone Druid also very low here. Lina actually finishes him off. So they won't get the bounty for the bear, but they kill the hero, which is even better. 626 gold towards Alina. Wait, imagine, yeah, she has her egg scepter finished. That's a lot of Gucci.
So both teams were very aware of the mine placement there, and that's why we saw that sort of awkward half dance. Oh, Ursa was...
Or not.
He was, like, you could see that he knew they were there when he was running up and running back, and he was trying to bait it. Got a little too close.
Don't worry. I mean, I think we've all played enough pubs where, like, hey, we're going high ground. They have mines, and you see them, and you know they're there.
God. My friends.
And then it's like,
so bad at doing that.
We won the fight. Let's continue onwards. Like, no, we need to put up another sentry, and then they just went right in.
2 games in a row in a single night on Techie's Mines once.
Yeah.
Like, the first game, I tried to communicate with the team, like, hey, don't go up. The second game, I explicitly said, I'm going up to clear the mines, and they all just grouped on me and ran up. And that was, we were done with Dota after that. That was,
I think it's harder now because you don't play against it anymore. You know? You just don't see it.
Yeah.
So now it's like, at least before, like, you knew what to do and you just weren't doing it. Now you have to kind of keep in mind, hey, we actually have to watch out for this.
20 sentries at all times.
Pretty much. Either that or just beat the crap out of him for so long, or beat the crap out of his team and you just take map control. But they don't have a single tower here. Weiner mashes it. I mean, you could argue, yeah, it's a lot of gold still on the map that they're waiting for, but I mean, if they're smoking a Roche, this is going to be catastrophic here. Oh god. Oh god, please don't.
God.
Yes!
In mind.
No! Oh my gosh!
Alright, so see, he did it. He did it. He finally did it.
That's what we were waiting for.
And now he's going to go in again. Oh.
Beautiful.
Alright, there we go.
So, I mean, you think about it, I mean, that's a lot of time, too. But, now I think they're just going to finish off the racks. Like, you really want Roche? Fine, we'll finish off your set of racks down here.
I think that's the best play for the Dire team, to take out that Rax.
Oh,
that really changes the game.
I mean, you delayed Roche for almost a half hour to a team that has an Ursa. I mean, that...
Oh my god.
Is that...
Tree just snatched the Aegis.
How was that a... How did he get into position for that? He just walk in?
Up because they have no vision, and then he clicked Overgrowth and took the Aegis.
Oh my gosh, that is the play.
What a play.
That is the play. I was watching the other Raxes get taken out. I'm so sad I missed that now.
We've seen the Lone Druid come out. We've seen the Techies picked. Now we've seen an Aegis snatch.
By a Treehead with literally no initiation whatsoever.
No blink, he just walked in.
I'm assuming he used his ultimate at least?
Yes, he
did pop over. So there was some effort. And Rubik got a mega kill spree.
He came in, stealthed, ran in, popped the ult, grabbed the Aegis. That was that. He died for it, but
what are you gonna do? And Ursa in a huge predicament. No Aegis on deck. Pops his ultimate, which will save him momentarily. Ursa, actually, Rubik takes it.
Oh my techies.
Looks like Scorcher.
This bear is just too beastly now. And there you go. There's the Hyperstone. So AC or
Techies needs
Mjolnir.
to know that suicide is physical and doesn't hit through Guardian Angel, because he just ran up and suicided an Ursa who was Guardian Angeled, and it did nothing.
Yeah, there's so much damage mitigation with that Omni there, and the Ursa ultimate. I mean, yeah, you can kind of kite it and get him to use it, but at the same time, what's the cooldown? 40 seconds. Yeah, and he'll hit 16 pretty soon. It'll be 30 seconds plus Gangle. Yeah, there's a lot of other ways, and they're just gonna blow up the tree. He was just trying to get some vision, a couple wards down, but nope.
He has the scepter completed, so
there you go. And look who else has a scepter, my friend. Ask and you shall receive. LD has a scepter.
Invoke? Oh, the druid has a scepter. Okay, here we go.
Good morning, Irene. Who needs an alchemist when you're 16,000 on net worth? And a Midas who you're not even gonna bother to use in that monks to creep with. There we go. Okay.
He heard you.
Yeah. Well, you got your second egg scepter pickup. That's huge. So now the bear can literally just run at will. And now if Lone Druid dies, which they've actually the last couple of times they've been able to pick him off by himself. Now it won't matter. The bear can run rampant.
Yeah, and he'll be able to farm on the back end while the bear is fighting with the team. So just increases his gold income.
Yeah, this game I don't foresee it going that long, but I mean that scepter will pay off for itself. I mean,
I could see close to another 10 minutes, just because they seem to be content splitting up and farming. They're probably waiting for either Roche or for a couple item timings.
Still, these entangles though, I'm not even trolling. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous.
It's been off the hook.
There we go. Lena's done. No more. 50-second cooldown on the ult. Worth it. Take out the bear. Get him off the map. Aside from the resummon.
Get him on cooldown.
Yeah, he's actually been really good about managing the resummon. So Ursa was just a ton of gold here, and now Invoker, yeah, one-on-one. He's actually in a lot of trouble here. He can't get his ultimate off. He's just dead. Oh my gosh. That's unbelievable. Ursa couldn't even get one hit off.
There's the blink.
This Rubik's just running rampant here. Rubik typically averages 3 kills per game in AD2L. This Rubik already has 10. Alright, if they take this bear out, Lena ults up again. Yeah, alright, so the bear's out. Bear's out for a full minute plus, so. You can do something with a buck change, right? That's alright. You can do something with that. This is the thing, now that, oh my gosh, CM got so aggressive that blink taker, so excited.
That was really good by the Lone Druid. He was
Orchid actually, yeah, Orchid will take out the Lena. That's 3 down.
has gone for a Dragon Lance.
Oh my god, yeah, he's the biggest troll. Look at them now, look at them. I think they realize what's going on here. Dragon Lance on techies. Wow. This isn't even my final book. What's his power level at, guys? Oh, Ursa. You're just so superfluous now. He needs his Omni there. I mean, they're just kiting him so well. Oh, no. Blow the Lich Ult. And he's going to try. There we go. Let's see. Even Invoker's able to make moves on him now. Just styling on him. They have detection. They have detection, but he's just too fast.
He's just too fast.
Way too fast. And the whole look at Treehead. He's literally making a line of vision around their base. Look at the eyes of the forest. They're just messing around now.
disconnecting from everything. That's cool.
So about that computer you built. That's nice.
Not the internet here. This is not
About the
not
internet
the
that you
computer.
steal from your neighbors. You can't download free Discord. You steal internet from your neighbors. I don't know what to tell you anymore, man.
That Oakland Raiders fan life, man.
Yeah.
It's hard in the
We'll
projects.
see. We'll see you at.
Projects.
We'll see you at Mexico City for that huge epic game. Yeah, they're just stalling this one out.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, they're probably going to take their time in farming up the last couple items and ending. They're in no hurry. They know this is the last game, and they can take some time.
I don't know, man. Still a lot of gold on the Ursa. He's going straight up Bissell, I think, but they've just been kiting him so well. They've been pretty good with just
He needs
managing
to pick up a BKB.
Yeah, he's been relying on the repel for so damn long, but it doesn't matter. There's just so many ways to kite him on this team.
Honestly, if he goes to the BKB, they can repel BKB repel for an incredibly long magic invulnerability.
Where's the? Okay, there's the. I just want to see. I'm assuming Entangle goes through Magic Immunity. Yes. Okay, and then Tree Alt goes through.
Does the
Yes.
stun does, the damage does not. Nothing Invoker has does.
No, but still.
Nothing
I mean,
Rubik has does. And Techie's Suicide Squad does?
well, I was hoping for a Techie's Midas, honestly. Not seeing that. I mean, I've kind of lost my faith in humanity, so it's whatever, really. Okay, now both of the sisters, the CM and the Lena, have gems now. Yeah, I think they're playing with their food before they eat it, Brian.
Yeah, I think that's
They just gave him 2
that's
gems.
the nicest way to put it.
I don't really know what else to say. I think that's just it. Alright, Ursa can buy the Abyssal if he wants to. Maybe one last hurrah here. GG's finished up on the Omni, so that's gonna help briefly, but I mean that Orchid. You never know.
Well, yeah, that purge could be invaluable.
Uh-oh, and
We'll
they're
see
just
how it
gonna go
goes.
right out of the Ursa. He's got no match community. There we go, there's his boy
There's the
Omni
magic
Knight.
community.
Alright, they're just gonna blow up the Invoker here and another Entangle. Oh my gosh.
Go on.
This bear. So, they're actually gonna get the bear and the Invoker, so.
Well, resummon was available. Okay, so it is the AC on the Spirit Bear.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. When you're ahead, there's no reason to go back for the Mjolnir and Maelstrom. He's got so much attack speed as it is with the Midas and the Hyperstone.
Coming apart.
It's really no need.
And we have a Morbid Mask, so Vlad's, or is that going to be Satanic on a bear? Oh my god, another Hyperstone. This is
On the bear?
it's a lot of yeah.
I mean, honestly, they could probably just send the bear into the Rex and just get Megas. Like, I don't. It's full health right
That's
now.
the plan.
Yeah, he's just gonna solo.
Mid towers get banged up.
That's true. Another thing with the Tree Protector, I mean, not only did the Radiant not have a good pushing lineup, nor were they really in position to take many towers, but Treehead also there to heal it up even if they bothered to, so very good point. I'm surprised that TWM has been able to keep these lanes pushed out. A, with the Scepter Bear running around, and just them having decent to, like, alright wave clear.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that's going to last forever. The Invoker
I mean,
will
the
eventually have
XP
force
graph
up.
is, I mean, they're pretty even, but then you go to net worth, it's a whole nother ball game.
15k, that's 2 rapiers across a team. That's
It's
and most of
okay.
that net worth difference is on Lone Druid.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So
Majority.
not
of them, for
only
sure.
is it not close, it's one character just being completely out of control. And oftentimes that can be a bad situation to be in when one character is like the super boss and you just can't kill them. But if you manage to take that character away, you now have a very even game on your hands. And
Well,
so look for plays on the bear as opposed to on a hero.
yeah, I mean, you've seen
Like-
they've used multiple Lena ultimates on him. They're using a lot of their CC on him, and now using Abyssal. But the thing is, now you can kill the lone druid. It doesn't really matter. You can kill the LD, and the bear will still be running around beating the crap out of you. So this is a Roshan attempt right here. We have a Desolator on the techies now. Look at that DPS. Ow.
Man,
Look at that attack speed. Look at this. This is not the Roshan lineup you first saw when you entered this game. You were thinking Ursa, Ursa, Ursa. No. Techie, Rubik, Invoker. Done.
well, Invoker does have a pretty good Roshan take if you go Exort. The Forged Spirits are really effective on that, but yeah, Desolator Techies, not the first thing that came to mind when we got into this game.
I see now. If the techies would have taken the Aegis, I would have believed in them a little bit more. But now it feels like
It would have been cemented that it was going to be Divine Rapier next item if you had taken the Aegis.
yeah. I mean, if you're gonna have Mischief He doing stats, at least make it like a cool game. Deso on techies. That happens all the time. We want to see Rapiers and Aegises. Seriously. Alright, this is it. The final push, Brian.
You think so?
This is the final countdown.
I don't know, man. Light the torches.
Oh my gosh, techies! Fizzle. I do like that Arcana. Like, I have to say, out of all the Arcanas, it does the most. Like, ooh,
Wow.
they're blowing them up. But yeah, like you said, there's still one here on the map that's basically has a net worth of 2 of your regular cores, so.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
And he can split push all by himself, and he's already taken out the 2 base towers.
And they
And
got a
he's going
Rubik, though.
straight for the throne.
Yeah, throne's pretty much done. Oh, and they can pull him back with the glyph being popped as well.
God,
Nothing
that's cute.
lost.
That's so cute.
There you go. There you got your Maelstrom now. That actually might be for him, because there's not much room left on the bear at this point.
Well, there's a Hyperstone on the bear, so that's going to be an AC and a Mjolnir on the
Oh,
bear.
jeez.
It's going to be attacking pretty quickly.
You don't say. Alright, now a Diffusal on Invoker for the Omni Knight.
Good play.
Just, I mean, now they'll just be able just to literally dissect the Ursa. Pull off the Repel and Purge off and Rage. Boom. Because
To the BKB.
is that what is
Or
that? Is that
whatever's
his
fine.
play?
I think it has to be. I don't know what
I
he'll
feel like
go
he
for,
would
but
have picked up at least a piece of it right now though. What
I
do I
bet.
know? No, there's an
Oof.
Aegis. Oh my god. They did expend a lot to do that though. And
Get
looks
the
like it's
blink.
not even gonna matter.
He went for
Wow.
an ice wall instead of a blink.
Interesting turn of events. But, you know, like they
Oh,
said, every
okay.
time they leave their base, that bear's doing the same damn thing. And without Ursa to push, they really don't have a whole lot going for them.
Getting a little
Yeah.
careless. I
Look
I
at
know
that,
Lone
the-
Druid
the-
is a...
Techie's got that kill. Desolator doing work, paying for itself at this point, Brian. You said Techies with minus armor wasn't the play. I disagreed.
Hey, the Midas might have accelerated the farm. Who knows?
Right? I think a dead Lena. The ultimate's back up. There's a Yules. There's a lot to use here. Well, Shops to play it safe. They're safe for now. LSA set up. And they have the vision. That's 2 more
Bear's going in.
kills. And the bear doesn't really give
That's
a
all
shit
the
about all
items.
this. The bear honestly could give 2 shits. They're expelling everything. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're gonna kill it!
Well, they got the bear.
Stalling for a little bit longer. Techies. They're hoping. Nope, not enough
Techies is
magic damage.
out.
Techie is just styling on fools right now. Is this even Rat Dota at this point? Like, it's It's a
Yeah.
little ratty, but
This is rat Dota to the definition.
I
They're
mean,
using the supports as lures to pull the team off, and then
That's
sending
true.
the Baron when they're not looking.
it's just such poorly executed rat though. Like it's it's like, well, we keep going in and dying. We had Nagus, we didn't do anything with it. Techies is pretty useless.
Oh yeah,
it's
they're
like
definitely
minimal
just
effort.
messing around at this point.
Yeah.
They feel very comfortable up to racks, and honestly, I think they can because there's no real
Oh
way
my
clear
god,
for
they
those
can't
lanes.
kill this damn bear. And it's just
No,
so
the living
fast
armor
now.
too strong.
Well-gotten gains.
Well, Brian, we can use this time to talk about something that is very important to you. The Wisp Arcana that's coming out.
Oh, have they revealed that there's going to be
How many
one?
will you purchase, and will I be getting one? That's what I need to talk
At
to you
least a dozen, and I have. Well, let's be real here. I have like 200 people on my friends list.
about.
That's going to be a lot of presents to send out for Valentine's Day. I'm just saying.
Will you be my Valentine? Is that weird? Am I allowed to ask that on stream? Is that I don't know if that kind of talk
I
is
don't think that's
prohibited.
weird. No, I'm from California, bro.
That's true. You're so progressive.
Francisco's
You're
right
so
next-
progressive, dude.
Bear died.
Really?
Bear
Again?
died.
Top towers getting beat
Oh, he's
down.
got resummoned in
Right
5.
as he pulled it back, apparently the last tick of the Dragon Slave hit at exactly the same time and got warped out.
Oh wow!
And it died as it got pulled back to him.
You know,
I was about to say it looked like the animation, like it looked like it worked, but I didn't see the bear, so wow. Sucks.
Well, it's been resummoned now, so
Yeah.
not important.
Why are they doing this to us, Brian? Why?
Well, we get to see a lot of interesting things that we would never expect. For example, Desolator techies can 1v1 a Rubik fairly reliably.
Good story. I think is he going E-Blade? Or is that just a Ghost Scepter to protect him from the Ursa?
Well,
Yeah,
last
because that-
time it was just a Ghost Scepter.
Yeah.
And Suicide does physical damage. So...
Brian, he got you
Oh,
again.
you're right.
Techies and
I'm the best
Rubik.
at this. I'm the best at this.
Brian
So,
Dota.
what I meant
Brian
to say is
Dota.
Techie reliably kills Crystal Maiden.
Holy! Great steal by
Wow,
the
we have a
Rubik.
lot
Gets
of effects
Laguna.
going off right now.
And an informal GG is finally called. The Ancient is down,
Alright.
Brian. A game that probably shouldn't have lasted over 25 minutes goes to 45.
That was even longer than I thought it would be. I said it would be about 10 more. Turned out it was about 15 more.
Yeah.
So it was good to see a little bit more of a competitive lineup this time out of TWM. They went ahead and drafted an Ursa lineup. They actually had a lot of success in the early game. They brought it back at one point to a very near kill spread, but they just were not able to capitalize enough off of the kills. They couldn't play for any objectives. The Ursa couldn't get into Roche. They couldn't find a way to take any towers off the kills they got. So in essence, they were getting empty kills, while Now was doing a great job of every time they got a kill, the Invoker was hammering on that mid tower. The Techies was controlling objectives with good mine placement. And
Yeah.
the Tree was able to make a lot of space. Even though he was dying a lot, he was making space for the Lone Druid to be farming, for the Invoker to be farming. So every time they got a kill and every time they died, Now was doing a little bit to improve their chances of winning. I think that was the real difference between the teams this game.
Yeah, well, you said it perfectly. And now, I think there. We talked about this a little bit in Game 1. There's a little bit of a discrepancy between maybe the talent between the two teams. And I mean, now Nanaue was just able to kind of practice some things, which they've done in a couple of games that they were pretty far ahead in, or that they were very confident in going into the games. Trying different strategies, different heroes, different combinations, just to see how things pan out. So they're in JDL and at least 2 other tournaments that I know of. So I mean, they've been playing a lot together. Very competitive team, very cohesive. They're very good together, and I mean, clearly they have a much deeper hero pool than I initially anticipated. So nice to see some different heroes, some different hijinks here and there. So good to go. All right. Well, thank you, Brian and Mr. V, for the stats and the casting. Beautiful job as always. I'll be